We must have bricks in the car road back right there.
Get every lighters out already, got here one non-stop fire road.
Got another brother, we rebuilding we. OG right there. Go subscribe to his channel.
Great grandson in the building.
We rebuilding to last forever, reaching for the future. No matter the weather, we strong. We focus, get into the bag. Moving smart with silence, never been the ones to brag. Haters see and hear the name, we rebuilding, we everlasting in the game. Stay far away from lanes. Praise the rules and Prince and Paul the name. We are not the same. Praise the rules and Prince and Paul the name. We are not the same. Are not the same. And we are not the same. Praise the rules and Prince and Paul the name. We are not the same.
We all know the scene. A hotel room in Miami. A drug deal gone wrong. The sound of a motor starting. And then, the screaming. When Oliver Stone wrote the movie Scarface, everyone in Hollywood thought he had lost his mind. This is too violent, they said. Nobody cuts people into pieces with a chainsaw. This is fiction. But Oliver Stone didn't make this up. He had access to the secret FBI files of 1980. He read the witness testimonies.
Oh, shit.
He saw the crime scene photos of what was actually left of the bodies. Scarface isn't just a movie. It's a warning. And the man who served as the inspiration for Tony Montana wasn't an actor. He was one of the richest, most powerful, and most sadistic men America has ever known. Didn't dare show. To understand who the real Tony Montana was, we first have to understand where he lived. Forget the Chicago of Al Capone. This is about Miami in 1979. The city was drowning in cocaine. And the epicenter of that madness was a place called the Mutiny Hotel. If you watch the movie, you see Tony partying at the Babylon Club. In real life, that was the mutiny. This was the only place on earth where federal judges, hitmen, movie stars, and CIA agents sat at the same bar. They drank Dom Perignon at $500 bottle and paid with duffel bags full of cash. That still smelled like the dirt it had been buried in. And the king of the mutiny? That was a young, handsome Cuban-American exile. He wore gold chains, drove a Mercedes-Benz with bulletproof windows, and was always surrounded by bodyguards. His name was Mario Tabra. Mario was the mastermind behind an organization the federal government simply called the Enterprise. While Tony Montana starts as a dishwasher in the movie, Mario was an architect of crime. By the time he was 24, he was moving millions. He didn't have a street gang. He had a multinational corporation. But there is one specific detail that proves Tony Montana was based on Mario something so bizarre. No screenwriter could have invented it. The tigers. In the movie, Tony buys a tiger to flaunt his wealth. It seems like a ridiculous Hollywood cliché. But Mario Tabra actually did this. He ran a business called Zoological Imports. it was the perfect front. While customs agents were searching his trucks for drugs, they found cobras, leopards, monkeys, and tigers. Mario literally walked through his garden with predators on a leash. It was pure intimidation. Who is going to testify against a man who can feed you to his pets? But intimidation wasn't his only weapon. His greatest power was corruption. And this is where reality is far scarier than the movie. In Scarface, we see corrupt cops taking bribes. In Mario Tabra's world, the cops weren't just corrupt. They worked for him. It has been confirmed in court records. Uniformed police officers, cops on duty, were actually helping Mario unload the drugs. Imagine this. You call the police because you see something suspicious, and the officer who shows up is the one loading the cocaine into his squad car. Mario Tabra was, in every sense of the word, untouchable. But like every emperor, Mario became paranoid, and paranoia leads to blood. This brings us to the moment the businessman turned into a monster dot in July 1980. A man named Larry Nash made the biggest mistake of his life. Larry was an informant for the ATF. He planned to infiltrate the enterprise and betray Mario. But Mario's intelligence network was better than the government's. He knew Larry was a rat. What happened next formed the basis for the most notorious scene in film history. Larry Nash was driven to a secluded house. He thought he was going to cut a deal. Instead, he was met by the top executives of the enterprise. Mario Tabra was there. They shot him, but they didn't let him die. The order was simple. Nothing of him was to remain. No body, no evidence. In the movie, we see Hector the Toad waving a chainsaw around. In real life, it was even clumsier and more brutal. Witnesses later testified that they first tried to destroy the body with axes and machetes. But the human body is tough. It was taking too long. Someone suggested getting a chainsaw. While Mario watched and perhaps even gave instructions, the informant was sawed into pieces. The body parts were burned in an oven to destroy all DNA. When Tony Montana saw that scene in the movie, he was disgusted. He thought it was dishonorable. But the real Tony, Mario, to him, it was just a Tuesday. It was business. In 1987, the curtain fell. The government launched Operation Cobra. The goal was simple: cut off the head of the snake. The raid on Mario's villa was massive. Helicopters, SWAT teams, federal agents. When they busted him, they found a paper trail, proof of a criminal empire that spanned the globe. The trial that followed was a media circus. Prosecutors called him the most.
Watch what happens when a 50-year-old man walks DHT naturally for just 90 days. Day 1, nothing visible yet. Just another middle-aged guy staring at his disappearing hairline. Day 30, baby hair.
Powerful drug lord to ever stand on American soil. But even in prison, Mario wasn't defeated. And this is where the story completely diverges from the movie. Tony Montana dies in a hail of bullets. He fights to the bitter end. Mario chose a different path. He tried to buy the system. While he was locked up, he tried to arrange a helicopter escape. The plan was insane. Mercenaries were to attack the prison, storm the exercise yard, and pick Mario up in a chopper to fly him to Cuba or South America. The plan leaked. The escape failed. And then came the hammer. The judge sentenced Mario Tabra to 100 years in prison. Game over. End of story. Or so you would think. 100 years means you die in your cell. But Mario his sentence was drastically reduced. After only 12 years, the man who had people sawed into pieces was walking free on the streets again. And this is the biggest plot twist of all. If you thought Mario would hide in a basement, you are wrong. Do you remember that crazy Netflix documentary during the pandemic, Tiger King? Look closely at the first episode. He is there. Today, Mario Tabra runs the Zoological Wildlife Foundation in Miami. He is a local celebrity. He gives interviews to YouTubers. He poses with tigers for Instagram models. He is living in the paradise he built with blood money. Tony Montana lost everything. His sister, his wife, his life. But the real Scarface? He won. The story of Mario Tabra teaches us something uncomfortable about our fascination with gangsters. We love Scarface because it is a tragedy. We see him rise and we see him fall. It feels like justice. But in the real world, the bad guys don't always fall. Sometimes they just change careers. So the next
Every light us out already got here one non-stop fire road.
Got another brother, we rebuilding we. OG right there. Go subscribe to his channel.
Great grandson in the building.
We rebuilding to last forever, reaching for the future.
Salute
no matter
everybody.
the weather, we strong.
Salute to y'all.
We focus, get into the bag.
Yeah.
Moving smart with silence, never been the ones to
Good
brag.
morning, good morning.
Haters see and hear the name, we rebuilding, we everlasting
Alright,
in the
till
game.
later.
Stay far away from lanes.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Praise the rules and prince and Paul the name. We are not the same.
Not the same, not the same.
Are not the same.
Not the same, not the same.
We are not the same.
Wow.
Praise the rules and preach and Paul the name. We are not the same. Are not the same. And we are not the same. Praise the rules and preach and Paul the name. We are not the same.